Okay, here we go. Old radio night. It's 9:06, 1/20/2017, and I'm gonna stand by. And you got Night Ranger and Crazy Man out there so far. White Dog, he's gonna be out there maybe in a few minutes. Okay, somebody go.
Right, I go first then. This 1160 Crazy Man talking to Galaxy 33 with a D04. Got extra channels on it. It goes a little rough the race. I've been through a dust storm like that. Alright, that'll be it. That's all I got. Now you all have a good one on it.
And this Night Ranger on this end, talking on this vintage tube type Robin T123B 23 channel radio. And occasionally it makes little noise on receiver transmit, so you may hear that. I don't know what causes it. It's kind of a self-oscillation or bad relay. I'm not sure. It does on sometimes when I key it does it, sometimes on transmit when I first key it. So I know it does it if it pops up. I don't know what causes it yet. I'll figure it out eventually. And you got a D104 on it, and that's going into an old gray DNA Maverick, cruising about 200 watts into my homemade J-pole at about 90 feet at the top.
You get 76, the old White Dog over here. And I'm on a realistic Navajo TRC 38 base with the stock mic, pushing a little 2-pill on IMAX 2000.
Yeah, it's sounding real good there, White Dog. I tell you what, now you told me that radio was like one you used to run there one time.
Yeah, the TRC 38 was the first radio I started, base radio, that I bought when I was first married in 1976.
Hey, 410, did you have a D104 on it then?
Yes, sir, I had a D104, and I'm going to get somebody to wire me up another one for this radio.
Right, right. Well, let me ask you a question. What kind of plug has it got on it? It's got one of those DIN plugs like Realistic uses, or what?
Yes. It's like a 5-pin, but it's like the pins are shaped in like a half moon.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, well, it just pushes in. It doesn't lock in, right?
Correct.
Hey, 410, I know what you mean. Well, let's see what I was going to ask you. Now, you said something about the plug on the back for 12 volts. What does it look like?
It's round and it's 3-prong.
3-prong round, okay. I'll have to look at that, and I've got some plugs over here. I'm not going to guarantee you I got one, but I'll look at it online and see what it is. Oh, excuse me. Hey, see if I got one. Can't guarantee you nothing, but I'll at least look online.
I appreciate the trying. I mean, that's all that matters. All right, man, you get 76 on the side.
I see when this time brush was long time White Dog. That was a long time ago. I think I got it from let's see what is it? Old Milwaukee out of Waterbury. He died now. It was around 7-8 years ago. He had an old radio like that, and I got it from him and he gave it to me. I brought it back to Charleston talking on it. Last time I got it going, boom! Well, I started jumping. I started running. The chick got hold of the radio, threw it in the damn out the damn on the door.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll find one sooner or later, but I'm going to keep checking.
My mama's out here. Big face, but I got it. 47. Approximately 4
Sticking his fingers in the radio, and he didn't have a clue what he was doing. I mean, he never claimed to be a techie or anything. He was trying to tune the slugs on this radio, and these things, they use like an enamel paint cement. I mean, it's real strong, and you can't melt it. And he went in there and tried to force one of the slugs, and he shattered the slug. And it just crumbled and fell out of the radio. Well, the coil he was trying to tune was for transmit, and when the slug shattered, it fell so far out of tune it wouldn't even put on anything. So he put it up in his closet, and then sometime later, I was over his house, and he gave it to me. He didn't have any screws for anything. He just handed me the radio and the top and the bottom. Here, you can have it. He said, he didn't tell me what he did. He said, I don't know what happened. And it just stopped working one day. Just suddenly got in there and got home and got some screws for it, put it all back together, and started trying to figure it out. And I looked down inside one of those little coils and I saw it was empty. There was no slug in it. And then I looked real close and there was like a little teeny piece of that slug still glued in the inside with that white enamel cement paint, whatever that stuff is. And I realized what he'd done, and I finally got that out of there and found another slug from another junk radio that fit it and put it in there, and it came right back up. So he golden screwdrivered it right off the air, but I got it for free, so I guess I won't put him up. I won't make too much fun of him for doing it.
Well, it's sounding good. I didn't know that's what you was on there. I didn't know you was on the Green Monster.
Yeah, the old Green Monster. I like the radio, actually. I want to put channel 24 in the blank space. Normally you go to the blank space, there's nothing, but there's like a little notch in there and the little copper dial that spins around on the inside. You just take a little piece of plastic or a little copper wire, strip of copper, and solder it across there real careful. And then when you go to the blank space, it's got channel 24 in there now, or what they call then channel 22A. So it's a 24-channel radio now.
I hear you. Well, that's a good deal, man.
Yeah, got it for free, so that's definitely my cheap radio story.
10-4.
Unfortunately, Crazy Cooter also golden screwdriver a Tram D201 so badly that he threw it away. I didn't find out about that till later. I might have got my hands on it. And he had a Browning which he was sticking his hands in, and he finally sold out. He offered it to me, but I knew how bad he'd been in there turning screws. I hear him whistling and tuning all day, and I knew how he was, so I didn't buy that one from him. The same guy kept telling me he had a Collins box. He had a Collins box with 811A2s in it. And so I went over there one day to his house expecting to see a Collins box, a Collins amplifier. And instead there was this great big thing, looked like it was old black metal stove. And somebody had hollowed it out and used it to build an amplifier. There were like 4 811As in it, but that was his so-called Collins box. It was like a black metal stove type thing. I mean, big heavy metal thing like from the 20s or something.
10, Roger. Well, I've got to get something for this cough, but I wanted to tell you what I'm talking on, and then I'm going to get run in the house real quick while y'all chit-chat there. It's a Johnson Messenger 223. Is that what it is? 223? Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is, and I didn't know what it was, it's got some stick-on numbers on the front of it, and when I pull it off, there's 2 holes in there. See there? So what I'm going to do, I've got some real old indicator lights. They're what you call the diamond-looking. I don't know what you call it. I forgot the name of it. Bullet-looking old-style lights. I'm gonna put one in there, and in each hole, a green one and a red one, and I'm gonna wire it to where the green will be for receive and the red will be for transmit and modulation. Right where the no, that's not true either. This particular radio here, I've got 3 or 4 of these radios. This one here doesn't have a modulation light. The other ones I have, a couple of other ones have a modulation light right above the volume control. Somebody's went in here and I haven't figured out exactly where it's at yet or how it works. They've got a switch on the front right above the name Johnson, and I know it goes above or below channels. I don't know which, and I don't know. I was trying to look at how they did it, but that wasn't my main concern. I wanted to try to get it working. So like I told Night Ranger, I wasn't paying attention to the knobs on the thing, and the off and on switch is actually the squelch. So I was turning the squelch up when cutting the radio on, because most of my other radios, when you turn on the on and off knob, that turns the radio on and also the volume. But the volume is the other knob on the other side, so it says it right on it, but I don't guess I wasn't looking at it. Well, I went inside of it and was testing tubes and soldering other speakers on there and changing stuff around and looking at it and going online trying to find information. And all it was, I had the cotton picking thing squelched up and the volume all the way down. Anyway, it also has a switch on the back to where they've bypassed the one big resistor in the back with a smaller resistor in line. Instead of just jumping it straight, they do have a smaller resistor in there. And I'm talking on a D104. It came with the radio. And what I want to do right now is switch over to the desk mic that comes as an option. This radio, when it was new, I think was $194. And if you wanted the desk mic that's non-amplified that went with it, it was $225. I don't know for sure, but it'll be on the thumbnail I'll have on the video. So I want to change mics real quick and see how that sounds for you.
All right.
Okay, not as much audio, I can tell that. Anyway, that's what it looks like. There, right there. I'm putting it up there where they can see what it looks like. You know, there it is. But I can tell, fell out the radio. There it goes. I didn't want to plug it all the way in. Hang on. Yeah, I can tell this one here doesn't have as much audio. It doesn't swing or do anything when I'm talking, so I'm going to go back to my blast them out D104.
It doesn't sound bad. It just doesn't have the edge. The D104's got that, that edge that a lot of D104s have to it. More of a treble edge to it than that one does.
10 Roger. I might try the Night Ranger special head. I heard that you make good head. No, you made a good one there.
The Night Ranger special, I'll explain on that one. The Night Ranger head, what he's referring to is Ronnie Roadrunner, probably an old junky trim D201 with a D104, and the unamplified. And the mic element, the D104 was completely bad. It was just dead in the doornail. And you can't get those old crystal cartridges anymore. So I saw somebody on eBay that had brand new D104 M6B hand mic cartridges, just the cartridge. And so I said, well, what the heck, I'll just use that instead. So I ordered one of those D104 M6B cartridges. I think it was like $14, $12, something like that. And then stuck it inside that D104 head since I didn't have an actual crystal cartridge to replace it with, and the other one was completely done for. So that's what he's talking to. But I still didn't think it sounded bad. I didn't think it sounded as good as the original crystal album, but what was I going to do? The one that came with it was dead in the doornail. So at least it worked.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know if you took a magic marker and marked something on the D104 top of the head with some kind of, look like, I don't know, some kind of writing on there? Is that the one? I got about 3 of them over here. I got them mixed up.
I don't remember writing anything on the top. What does it say?
I can't tell. It looks like EC or something like that. I'll try it and see, and then I'll switch to this other one. It's either one of the two of these. This thing here has like some paint splatter, brownish paint splatter. That couldn't have been. You'd have had it cleaned up. You wouldn't have done that.
Okay.
My receive is going to go dead now.
Talking to somebody try to come in there.
Okay, this is, oh, went too far there. This mic head here I don't think is as good.
I still sounds like a D104, so that's probably not the one that I replaced the cartridge on.
Alright, I'm going to switch it. I don't know. Hello. I don't know if this is it or not either there. Got so many daggum microphones around here. So, that's the only thing I can tell you is that this one here is, I think, the one that came with the mic.
No, let's get that D104. Both of those things still sounded like D104, cartridge.
Okay, well, I'm standing by for a minute. Somebody's out there.
Yeah, who's that guy out there looking for a break? Yeah, Poofy's gone.
Yeah, when the 21 started talking, he come in, boom, 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 boom.
Well, yeah, something's wrong with his radio, I think.
No, oh yeah, maybe so. I couldn't hear him. I just heard a squeal behind you, 21. Couldn't tell who it was.
I don't know who he is out there, neighbor. His radio breaking up fast.
Okay, I'm back on the regular, my personal mic head there. It says 21 on it. See that right there? Look at there. See that? That's me right there. Okay, standing by.
Hey man, he got the right one back on the ain't no more of that bumblebee back in the Alright, 21. That sounds good right there.
10 Roger, yeah, I just want to try out that other old mic there. It'll work. I'm glad that it works, that old desk mic. It looks just like a Turner Plus 2. I'm sure Turner made it, and but it doesn't have the amplifier in it, doesn't have the lockdown bar, but basically it's the same color as the radio, doo-doo brown with a Johnson Viking head in the center of the microphone element grill.
That doo-doo brown. I heard one of those used on the, that was Crazy Cooter. He had one of those, I don't think it said Johnson. It had, I think it was Browning. It had on his Browning Golden Eagle. I don't think it was the one with the cone on the front. There's one that's got kind of a cone on it. But anyway, it sounded real good on that Browning Golden Eagle Mark III had.
10-4. I got one of those Turner-ish ones. It's just basically looks like a Turner Plus 3 with the cone on it for this. I think it's a 776. I don't know. And it was basically made for the Mark IV-A or Mark IV, whatever. It wasn't made for the Mark III, but it'll work on it. It'll work on the Mark III.
Never had a Mark IV. Apparently there's the Mark IV and the Mark IV, apparently the Mark IV had issues with both the phase lock loop chip, and there was some issue with the power supply, I think, on the 4, which is why the later ones were called the 4A.
Yeah, they had a lot of problems with those things there, man. I tell you, they said that I think that's what kind of helped bankrupt them just about, was all of the sendbacks on those things, and they were rushed to try to get the 40 channel out there, and they went wild. Those people were brilliant, man. I'm telling you, you can't beat a Browning Mark III radio. I mean, and the thing about it is, it's all point-to-point wiring. Anybody almost that can use a soldering iron could almost repair them with a little bit of help. They'd say, well, what's wrong with it? Well, that resistor's bad, or just start putting them in if you can't do anything else. But with that other one, it's got printed circuit boards like the Tram D201A, or the other ones, D201, not the hand wired one, but there's a little few printed circuit boards in the hand wired Tram D201, but it's more like the Mark III predecessors there. But that Mark IV and Mark IVA, it's loaded down with all kind of junk. You know, it's Molex connectors and all that stuff in there, just waiting for corrosion to get in there. You know, and it's all facing up, so all the dirt and dust is just going down in there and digging in, going down to trying to go to the earth. You know, trying to get in there, and the gravity is just pulling it right on down in there.
That realistic TRC 455 is kind of interesting, and it's got all those plug-in, those vertical plug-in boards. And they actually did something kind of unique in that if you wanted to line it up, they set the pins so that they stuck out both sides of the circuit board by about an equal amount. So when you're tuning the radio up, you actually turn it upside down, turn the back plate off, or take the back plate off, pull out those circuit boards out of the top, reverse them and plug them back in on the other side so you can get to it. So now you got all the circuit boards on one side of the radio, and the one you need to make the adjustments on is plugged on the other side of the circuit board.
Good grief.
I thought that was pretty smart, really. I mean, you can't get your hand in there normally, but the way they did it, they just made the pins stick out equal amounts on both sides of the circuit board, so you just pull it out and stick it on the other side.
Well, White Dog, come on back in here and talk a little bit.
About what? I don't know nothing about the insides of a radio.
Well, you can tell us a story about, you know, back when you were little, that you used to run out into the mud with your bare feet and find clams.
Oh yeah, man. Growing up in New England, man, we were clamming all the time. You get out there, get some little necks, you get some quahogs, cherry stones.
Okay, now how did you know they were down there? You just dug to, you know, anywhere, or you seen like a little bubble coming up, like a little thing coming up out of the sand or the mud or whatever, or what? I mean, you just went to digging and hoped there was something there. Is that how it was, or what?
Okay, the little necks, those are the ones you get up on the beach at low tide, and what it actually is a little hole in the sand that squirts up water. Now, you talk about clogs, you got yourself a rake with a basket, and you went out in the water about knee-high in the water and raked up the bottom of the sand, and you usually come up with 3 or 4 in the basket. And then out there, free road,
Okay, well, y'all, I appreciate y'all being in there, and I'm going to shut this thing off there, so I don't want to be recording anymore. I appreciate y'all being in there, and I'll be shutting this one off there. So check it out. I'm 21, we back out.